So I'm not going to block this turn because my Foulmire Knight is about to do 2 damage back essentially. We're going to go ahead and do this. Next turn, I'm pretty highly anticipating a... Hello everyone, it's the Gray Goose, and today on our random daily deck tech green Friday, we drew up the colors of Abzan. Now, I haven't really done a pure mid-range / adventure style deck of this yet, so I thought it'd be fun to do. Let me explain the deck real quick, and then we'll get straight into the gameplay. Okay, so we'll notice we have the typical adventure package you might see in like a Golgari, for example. We have the Edgewall Innkeeper, 4 of. Absolutely need him, crucial part of the deck. You put him down, then any adventure spell you cast, he's drawing you a card. So we have the Foulmire Knight. You know, you can draw an extra card with him, you lose a life. But also he's a 1/1 Death Touch for 1, so he also activates your Lovestruck Beast, who's also an adventure guy. So pretty good blocker, pretty good attacker. Just you got to keep 1/1 down one way or the other to attack. You have your Order of Midnight. It's kind of interesting, and that's why there's only 2 of. 2/2 for 2 flying, so he's evasive. That's decent, but he can't block at all. And he has a sorcery speed, turn target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. So that's pretty good. It's a slow card, and like I said, you can't block at all. We got 3 of your Murderous Riders here. They're also an adventure card. They're great utility. Kill a creature, kill a planeswalker, take 2 damage. 2 of the Legion's End. You'll notice a lot of aggro these days, like Rakdos Knights. You can also get rid of opponents, 1/1 white humans from Lovestruck Beasts, etc. Also, you get to see their hand. It can get rid of Gilded Geese or Cauldron Familiars, you know, a situation arises such that they don't have the Witch's Oven down or something. So for only white adventure card, and it's a very powerful one at that, Giant Killer, 3 of. So it's 3 CMC, just like the Murderous Rider, to destroy a creature, but it's not quite as hard to cast. It's just 1 white instead of double black, and it also has the clause where it has to be a creature with power 4 or greater. So yes, he's only good in kind of specific matchups, but also the other side of him is equally as powerful. You put him down as a 1/2, so he's chump blocking all of those Cauldron Familiars for days. He's chump blocking a Fervent Champion, chump block the human from the Lovestruck Beast. Not to mention, the next turn after he gets put down, he is able to tap. So he can tap any creature, even a questing beast or whatever, it doesn't matter. He kills a big creature, and then he can also permanently lock down any other creature as well. Thrashing Bronodon, just 2 of, and I'm tempted to consider putting more in because there's so much artifact enchantments out there these days. I've been seeing a resurgence in Jund Sacrifice lately especially, and a little bit more of Fires of Invention than I'm used to seeing recently too. So just a good blocker, decent attacker, instant speed, get rid of artifact or enchantment the turn you put him down even if you want. That's pretty cool too. Questing Beast, 3 of. You want to start pumping damage with all this going on here in your deck, and he's one of your MVPs. 4/4, Death Touch and Vigilance, can't be chump blocked by cats or whatever, anything power 2 or less. Plus he can get rid of a Planeswalker on the side if you push on through. 2 of Vivian Arcbow Ranger, and I think 2 is the perfect number. You want to be able to give your creatures +1/+1 counters. You want to be able to give them trample. That's really nice. Plus you can -3 to deal damage to a creature or a Planeswalker from one of yours. So there's a lot of good targets you have here in your deck. Death Touch 4/4, Death Touch 1/1, etc. So just really good, and if she ever gets to a -5, well, that's cool, then technically she's a Fae of Wishes. You got 1 of Kenrith the Returned King, and I think 1 is just a fine number here. He's pretty great in that he allows you to put additional 1/1 counters on. You can gain some life because maybe you've been beat down over the match, and you've been shocking yourself with your lands, your Murderous Rider, your Foulmire Knight. But also the 4 in the black is the real clutch one. You can bring a creature back from the graveyard to the battlefield. Your best examples of a target might be Questing Beast, because he has the haste and the vigilance, Death Touch, or even a Thrashing Bronodon. Bring him back to instant speed remove another artifact or enchantment. Maybe you need an additional blocker, a 5/5 body, Lovestruck Beast, that's really good. Or you can bring back God Eternal Oketra, but you generally, if you get Oketra out, he's going to be able to recur anyways. He's a 3/6 double strike. Any creature you cast creates a 4/4 zombie with vigilance, so he's your finisher. If they can't answer him within a turn or two, it's just GG generally. You got one of Ethereal Absolution. I'm tempted to maybe get rid of one God Eternal Oketra to double up on these. They're just so absolutely massive. A lot of the Jund Sacrifice decks or Golgari, mid-range, whatever, they're just running so many more Casualties of War these days, which is really unfortunate. So I think one of might be the best spot, because you don't want to double down on this considering they're probably just going to have a removal anyways. But if you get it down on a board full of cats or whatever, Edgewall Innkeepers on your opponent's turn, it's a board clear in and of itself, which is pretty cool. Plus your creatures get a +1/+1 for that turn. And if it stays alive, you just start getting massive value. Not to mention it can create creatures of its own by exiling creature cards from your opponent's deck. You have 3 of the Beanstalk Giant. These guys are great. They're your ramp. They're your big boys in the late game. You get to put trample on them with Vivian or whatever, or deal damage with the -3 from her. You're just smashing on through. This deck is also kind of hard on the mana cost. You got double whites, you got triple greens, you got double blacks. So having the ability to search for a specific basic land card is just really crucial in this deck, and I think 3 of is a good number for him. We'll notice here our lands we have 25 of. We've got some basics. We've got a Castle Lochswain. I'm tempted to put a second one in, but the mana base is already kind of already strained enough. I think 1 is probably your best bet. I got 2 of Temple of Malady in here, some Scry, 2 of Fabled Passage, once again to fix the color that we're needing for the situation we find ourselves in. So now onto the sideboard. We have some Duress. Of course, if you have black in your deck, you have to have Duress. I think 3 is a good number. If you go up against a control matchup, you want to be able to affect their hand a little bit, even against like a Fires of Invention, shut down their certain key cards. 3 of Noxious Grasp, so much green these days, the occasional white. This is too good. Instant 2 CMC, gain a life, kill a planeswalker or a creature. 2 of Despark. I think 2 is a really good number here. Certain decks, you know they're going to be playing the big boys. So just for a black and a white, being able to exile a 4 or greater, that's just too good. I have 4 Shifting Ceratops. You might want to go down to 3 or possibly even 2. But anytime I see Simic or Simic Flash, I just get triggered so much. So yeah, I want to be able to blow through them. 1 of Massacre Girl. This is where you might consider, if you're taking down some Ceratops, maybe put 1 more Massacre Girl. She's just so great. Generally, you do one-sided board clears with her, so not to mention you're always left with a 4/4 menace on the board. And then lastly, 2 of the Great Henge. I've had success in a couple matches with the Great Henge. Generally, if you're going up against a similar deck, like a mid-range, beatdown, creature-y based, you want to slide these in for that absolute value to grind out the match. Let's go. We're on the play. We have an Innkeeper and a Foulmire Knight. I like this. And a Giant Killer. So, if we greed on turn 1 by playing him, we can do a double draw play next turn. I'm kind of curious what we're going to see though first. Watch it be red with shock. Gruul or something? Look at this though. What do we draw? What do we draw? Oh, much better. Especially since it is Gruul. I want to keep this baby alive. Zap him. That is a strong opening. That doesn't usually happen to me. But I'm okay that it did. Jund it is, huh? Well, that's a slow start for you, buddy boy. And I think I'm okay to use this. I'm 1 off from Vivian. Let's go ahead and play the boy. I was happy, but now I'm a little bit meh. Scry? No more lands. Stop it. Ethereal Absolution. Rip it off the top. That'd be fine with me. Because this turn I could Vivian, next turn Kenrith, and... This dude's playing slow! Holy moly. So, kitty cat, all the way. We go ahead and we put this down. We don't have to shock ourselves. Here we go. We have the trample. We have the trample. We have it all right. Yep.
This will be fun to watch.
We get some damage through. All right, all right. Not much. Starting next turn, though, things get extra spicy. Extra spicy. So even with him ramping out with the Bean-Chalk Giant there, he's only going to be at 5. I mean, he could go ahead and Corvold, it wouldn't matter. Death Touch Knight, Vivian, boom. Look at him, he's just going to ping down things. But if he doesn't pick the Foulmire Knight, the Mayhem Devil, instantly dead. Plus I have a Kenrith on the board. Like, he's getting rid of my card draw, but he's not getting rid of the actual dangerous threats. Like, Witch's Oven's good, but he's all tapped out of mana here. He didn't put a land down though yet, did he? Of course, of course. Of course, of course. So, how do I want to do this, guys? Huh? Because he's going to end up killing a bunch of things. Yeah. It doesn't matter. Let's just get rid of him. I have to. So he's going to sack it, and then he's going to sack that. So he's going to deal 2 damage. Like, I don't have an adventure to play the Innkeeper first here. I can push through with some damage. Not much, but whatever. So that's not gonna work, is it? You. Alright, so we're just gonna trample through next turn. Absolutely. He's gonna probably try and kill down the Vivian here. Of course, he Witch's Oven into Witch's Oven. Oh my god, it was my mistake for the whole frickin' -3 on the Vivian. Don't do that, guys. Don't do that. So he's going to be able to basically kill anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure. So he can kill the Kenrith right now if he wanted to. That's insane. That is insane. So his combo is fully online here. Fully online. So he chose not to kill the Kenrith. You know, he could definitely keep pinging him down. He could do 1, 2, 3 damage. Right? So if he chooses to block with the Mayhem Devil, which he won't. I can't trample, unfortunately. Oh, he already has a trample, that's right. So I push him through. Here's a trample from Vivian, very good. He's gonna take it to the face. Yeah, he is. And we're gonna get our homeboy down. So that's pretty spooky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has to have one more thing to sacrifice to kill the Oketra. He's gonna target the Vivian, I'm assuming. He's going for face. Alright, let's see if he can finish the job. He actually might be able to do it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, hey look, a Fabled Passage. So that's 6, 7, 8. So I think he's missing 1 damage. But he could put the Goose down and then use his mana to cast it. And then he wins. Alright, cool. So that's the power of the full combo with just 1 Mayhem Devil, guys. Really fun and interactive. Okay, I want to double down my efforts to beat this guy, so I'm going to try really hard this match, guys. You ready for this? I am so sick of these stupid cat decks, and we are going to make him pay for what he did to us. Kenrith isn't good on his own here. The health is fine and all, but no. We need things that are kind of more low to the ground. And keep Vivian for sure with her trample. Ethereal for sure. Massacre Girl, wipe it all. What else? Yes, we need those. Order of Midnight can go over, which is really good. Legion's End, amazing. What do I want to get rid of 4 of? Giant Killer? Yeah. Lovestruck Beast? Sure. I think overall, actually, the Lovestruck Beast, get rid of 1 more for a God Eternal Oketra. Yeah. Alright, so we'll go with this. I really don't want to lose to this guy because he just pissed me off. I don't know how else to say it. You know, there's cat decks, and then there's this guy, and he just, he pissed me off. He really did. I'm not going to let him get away with it. I do need to get a swamp early here, though. So let's see what he's got, huh? Let's see what he's got. Legion's End, probably. Coming down the hatch. Thank you, Duress. Thank you very much. Okay. So we know what we're up against here. Trail of Crumbs this turn. Murderous the following. And then quickly into a Massacre Girl, which is going to be absolutely nuts. Yeah. I need to get some card draw action going on here. But what do we got? More lands. Sweet. So Murderous Rider here, probably onto the Innkeeper, maybe onto the Lovestruck to slow it down because he knows he's going to Massacre Girl here shortly. Maybe he doesn't have another land, he just has a Fabled Passage, whatever. Definitely using this next turn. Getting rid of these lands. I need more threats, and I need them right now. I need artifact and enchantment removal. So no Murderous Rider here. Maybe it's Legion's End. And because he used that, I mean, to me it's a little bit kind of a good thing here. Because, that means he might not have a 4th land, let alone a 5th land. So he could use his, what's it called? Fertile Footsteps. I'm going to go ahead and do this. I just want to get all the damage on board I can right now. Of course it's going to be a Fabled Passage. We're looking at lethal. What do you got? Murderous Rider? That's not going to save you. You can't ramp out either. I think we pulled out ahead of him here. Let's go to game 3. I don't have any direct damage from my hand here, like a Questing Beast. That would be epic. Oh, look at him go. So he can get rid of 2 of them, right? There's 1. There's 2. But I still have a 1-1 on the board, dude. How's that going to help you? How's that going to help you? It's not going to help you. You're greedy. And I told you I'm gonna win. I'm gonna beat you. What you got? Yeah. Game 3. We're on the draw here. What do we think, guys? What do we think? I think we just keep smashing. Part of me wants to put these Ceratops in instead of the Lovestruck Beast, but I have to have that card advantage. Ceratops, they don't require the 1/1, plus they have the trample, which absolutely crucial. All right. No changes. We're confident. We're going to beat Mouth of Sauron for what you did to us. Game 1. That engine was incredible. Like, yeah, let's just say I can't wait for rotation to happen for Standard. But I'm also excited Theros Beyond Death. Ooh, so many cards we left to see. A lot of enchantments coming in that one, so hopefully they add in a lot of enchantment removal. We already have some, and it's good enough, but yeah. We need more. We're going to need more, obviously. Innkeeper, and then we kind of chill, so whatever. We got the Goose out early. That's kind of rough for us. It's generally not a good thing. We have to survive to turn 3 here, and then we get to ramp out, which is really cool. Massacre Girl, really, really cool. The scary thing, though, is that with the cats, it doesn't matter. Like, you kill them, okay, cool, now they're right back. So it kind of relies on what sort of engine he has here at the beginning. And he already has the food, Mayhem Devil. So yeah, this is an unfortunate turn. We literally just have to watch him kill our Edgewall Innkeeper right here. Alright, whatever. Yep. So he has 2 mana he can use. Yep, there we go. And he used it. Plus he has another food. Plus he has a Trail of Crumbs and the 2 geese. Did he not have a land though? Oh, of course he does. So now he's gonna have... Oh, of course he does. Yep, we're gonna get really punished here. I need a 1/1 to get this Massacre Girl to pop off. I sure do. So we're the ones who's got the slow hand here now, but we're quickly going to get there. We sure are. It all depends on these 2 cards, but also he's got a ton of card draw now that he has the Oven, the Goose, multiple foods, Trail of Crumbs. His engine is online, unfortunately. It's massively online, in fact. If I threw a Massacre Girl down, he would just sacrifice any 1/1s he had on the board. I have to Murderous Rider that ASAP and then hope and pray he doesn't Trail of Crumbs out into a massive, massive power spike over the next few turns. Alright, so effectively we have 6 mana this turn. It doesn't look like it, but let's do it. If I cast this, then I just need 1 more black. This is just using our mana more effectively here. So now we're actually looking ramped out, yo. And we're gonna kill this Mayhem Devil, but once again, he has a ton of card draw. It doesn't look like it, but he does. And it's definitely spooky. Definitely spooky. He's gonna... I'm gonna lose my Murderous Rider. Whatever. He's gonna use this goose to tap this land, pay for 1, and then draw a card. So his Mayhem Devil's gone. That is so important. This guy's good at his deck, and I think that's what makes me mad, because most Jund players are just riding the train and, you know, trying to get wins. But this guy's actually really doing good, and so that's why I'm mad. I want to kill these geese so bad. So bad. So much card draw. Alright, but we're ramped out. I like where we're at. It's not amazing, but I do like it. I want to get 3/6. Alright, that's unfortunate. There's no way I can play Vivian this turn. There's no way I can play Bean this turn. 3 for 5. Man, I want to use this to wipe, but I can't. But she's a big bully, isn't she? Here's what I want to do. This isn't ideal at all, but we might as well ramp out if we're acting like we're gonna be a ramp deck here. So let's get rid of all our lands and let's just draw pure value, okay? Let's just go pure value. Let's increase the quality of our cards. Right now we have 39% chance of drawing a land. Let's get that third. Well, I have a third green right here. So now we're down to a 38% chance of drawing a land. Yes, let's get that as low as we can go. That looks beautiful. That looks really good, actually. I could put the Massacred Girl down and then kill a goose. And it will kill all the other gooses, geeses, gouses. Let's hope he plays some weird creature here. I hope he does. If it's a Mayhem Devil, I'll have to think about the combo, the kill potential, but I don't think it'll matter because the trigger stacks will already be on. Vraska's already so high up though that I don't think I can let her. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I am one off from beanstalking and noxious-ing. This is scary because he's so close to ultimating, and I can't let him do that. Absolutely not. Alright, this is the play. I don't want to do it. I have to get rid of that though. I can't risk that ultimate. He might be chilling on a what you call it. He might be chilling on the casualties of war.
Nature will take back what rightfully belongs to it.
Murderous Rider. We're about to start putting down 8/8s, so that's scary. Like, no matter how you look at it, they won't have trample innately. Vivian could, but you know, I'm expecting chump blockers and all that crap. So he's ramping out 2. He's gonna be at 3 here, maybe 4 if he has land in hand. That's Murderous Rider if he wants. Like, yeah. If I put Massacre Girl down and then I target something with Vivian, he can still just Witch's Oven it. But still that would count as dying. Oh. I get to kill all. Don't I? I get to kill all. When she eats that, enters the battlefield. Alright, we're getting rid of the geese. Here we go. We're getting rid of some of his engine here. I'm one off from having Questing Beast also which is unfortunate. But I have to get, this is 3 of his 4 total geese in the deck. I have to get rid of them. I have to get rid of this engine somewhat. Alright, so even if he just Witch's Oven it, which he probably will, it'll count as dying. Right? Okay. Got rid of him. Okay. So he blew his Murderous Rider, and we killed all 3 geese. You could start having massive threats here, that's for sure. I'm wanting to get this Questing Beast down, +1 with the Vivian, and then now I have enough then to -3 onto a Corvold or whatever, right? Yeah, this is looking good. This is looking good. That's not. Let's get rid of that crap, especially before a Mayhem Devil comes down. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright. He only has 2 here. If he has the Noxious Grasp, we're punished. So this is gonna hurt him quite a bit. He might have some sort of removal, like casualties of war, so he'll take it to the face. Actually, he can't block anyways, that's right. So he's actually, I think, scared. Or is he just using his mana effectively? Because he wasn't even able to draw a card there. I think he might be scared. What's he have? If it's casualties, that's pretty massive. But we have 3 Beanstalk Giants. So yeah, he's scared. Let's see what I draw off the top. Let's see. Probably just an Innkeeper, right? So 3, 6, 9. The unfortunate thing is he has multiple Beanstalk Giants too, huh? Well, looks like I have to keep Vivian alive as long as possible. He didn't have answers. He could have drew stuff off the top. I thought he was a good player. It was not over yet. But I told you I was going to beat you, Mouth of Sauron. Alright guys, got one more match coming up right now, but just letting you know, if you're new to the channel, if you'd consider liking or subscribing, if you find yourself liking these sort of videos, random daily deck techs, it'd be great to have you back tomorrow for the next video. Alright guys, our Abzan Adventures deck, let's see how this looks. We're going to keep this. We got a Scry, we got a Beast. Unfortunately, we got a turn 6 here, but I guess it's something to work up to. We can also filter through our lands a little bit quicker with the Passage. Let's go ahead and scry though first. No. Let's get some adventure action going on here. So he mulled down to 6. Let's see what we're up against though. Golgari. Kind of looking like a mirror. Alright. This is going to look weird, but I want to just get our lands filtered out. No more lands. No more lands. Attack me. I dare you. We're obviously going to be on the defensive with this sort of hand, so I don't care. Let's go ahead and we have our whites. We have this. I guess it really doesn't matter. We have a good little smattering here. But I do want one more green. I'm going to greed for that. I like that a lot. I like it a lot. Question is, do I go ahead and bother shocking it in? No, actually what I do here, I'll put our boy down, okay? I don't have to shock it in yet. He doesn't have any threats. He's most likely going to play a Love-Struck Beast here, I would say. Maybe he's going to put a in-wall, a keeper dude. So, I don't have any 1/1s to slam down on him. Okay, cool. Let's just do this then, and pass. Once again, I didn't have to shock that in. Okay. So maybe he's just, I don't know, out of lands or something. I don't know. He could have played that Love-Struck Beast. Is he holding back a Murderous Rider? No, he went for the draw. He's got me confused, not gonna lie. We're getting close to this Ethereal Absolution. Woohoo! You got any Thrashing Brawndons in your deck, brah? I hope not. Brah? Okie dokies. Yeah. I kind of like how this looks. So, we're going to draw a card. We're going to put our Death Touch down, so when the Foulmire Knight attacks us, we're not taking one free from him. What a meanie, what a bully. So this is Golgari, and I'm under the impression that they're going to have like Casualties of War and stuff. And so my Ethereal Absolution is looking a little less awesome. Not to mention this Ethereal Absolution kind of shuts down my Love-Struck Beast. So whatever. You know, I'm almost tempted to attack with it now, but I'm not. That seems too weird. But next turn, yeah, he won't be able to play his Love-Struck Beast as an attacker either. So I think he's just going to chain out a few cards here, which is fine. Our Ethereal Absolution is going to act as a board wipe, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. There you go. So he drew 2 extra cards this turn. What value? So I'm not going to block this turn because my Foulmire Knight is about to do 2 damage back essentially. So let's put this bad boy down. We're going to go ahead and do this. Next turn, I'm pretty highly anticipating a Casualties of War here. He's not going to block. He's not going to. That or like Thrashing Bronodon. So, you know, it was a nice little board clear. Bro, what's going on here? Look at this 3/4 Murderous Rider. Ayy. Well, I could start popping out 2/2 flyers, you know, at instance. Here we go. Called it. Yeah. Wow, what a god. What a legend here, huh? That's a good one to be chilling. And yeah, we're just gonna hold on back. Good job, Casualties of War. What do you bet he has another 3 in the deck? Probably in hand now that he's at 6. It's almost a guarantee, huh? Is he gonna pass the turn? Just wait for me to put more value down and then just blow me up? Put it down, bro. Go on. Questing? No, I can't questing. What is it, my turn yet? Alright, good. See ya. Deuces. Let's get some damage in before he casualties me again. Might as well play the giant killer. You know, I could shock in for a murderous, but this guy lets me block a 1/1, not to mention I don't have to shock myself, not to mention he'll be untapped by next turn. Cool, so he doesn't have casualties of war. Good to know. Well, we can Murderous Rider his Murderous Rider, I guess. That seems really weird. I guess I could just tap him, but look, I'm just drawing lands. Woo! This is so fun and interactive. I'm gonna tap him out and then Murderous Rider anything big that comes down. Well, that's not big. And he is just chaining so well. Look, 3, 6, 7, 8. And he's like ahead of me on lands, and like it's just so insane. So we're going to the attack phase. I tap him. There. It'd be nice to know that we actually have a Innkeeper somewhere coming out one of these years. That'd be really cool. Watch him have Massacre Girl. The Golgari threat is real. Hey, is that number 4? Nice, dude. Good job. Okay. That seems like as good as target as any. Plus, then I can get the Murderous Rider down, so... yeah, my turn. I'm going to spend my mana to tap him out. There we go. You ready to get chump blocked? Let's go. Chump blocked. Okay, then. A little bit awkward. Well, I'm all out of cards, so what's he got? Casualties of War? Nope, just Questing Beast. So he puts him down. I'm still not liking this, not one bit. We need our bombs. I mean, one of them's already taken away with the Ethereal Absolution so early. Oh, casualties. Right? Yep, here we go. Speaking of bombs, right, guys? This is getting a bit ridiculous, though. I'm just murdering, ridering all daying, and honestly, we might win just by pushing murder. Chump blocks here, right? We need our castle locked, Dwayne, right now. We have the health to spare. Even if he murders our Massacre Girl, I don't, you know. There we go. Good job. He's gonna just chain into a win here. You ready? Here comes the combo. Absolutely. Good job, bro. Good job. Well, you can't attack with your lands. How about that? Oh, what the heck, dude? Wow. Okay
My
then.
heart beats in unison with the wild.
How do I want to do this? I think I have to +1/+1 here. Yeah, submit. Okay, and they have trample.
Stomping time.
All right. That's fine. Got rid of 2 of his things. Nissa goes down. I have my blocker. He's just going to draw an adventure card off the top, isn't he?
The land shall conquer you.
Maybe not. Alright, so our Vivian's dead. Good to know. Nah, I'm just joking. She's not dead.
Lucky for me, I like a fight.
Alright. So we got our blocker down.
And their claws, you're done.
Is he gonna sack both? What a legend. What a legend. Actually, it's not both, is it? Can't let him draw. So we're at a bit of a stalemate. All things considered. I'm holding this card back. Scare him. We got the life to spare. We sure don't have the cards though. We do not. We absolutely do not. He's just holding back for pure lethal at this point. What do you got? What's your big bomb right here? That is an epic card, actually. Let's go ahead and kind of guarantee our win here, boys. Alright, so we finally drew what we wanted. Anything. Great Henge. Massive here. I'm sure he's going to put it in too, though. Noxious Grasp. OP. Despark. Great against. Questing Bees.